Okay, in this video we're going to be talking about building your own quote lists. And there's a few things that we can do in building quote lists as far as making your own, and then also using existing lists. So let's actually start by building your own. So if we go to the Helios, go to quote list, and to my apps, this will allow us to be able to build our own list. Now here I have a list of different securities that I track and have going on, but let's actually build a new quote list. So I'm going to call this my demo 123 list. And now we have a started list. Okay, we haven't actually saved anything yet, but now we can go ahead and add in symbols. So if I wanted to add in Apple, we can just start typing Apple, add it in, and then we can go through and we can add whatever stocks that we want into our watch list. And we'll just add a few in here. So that's what's great about the icon, the XENITH search as always, is you're able to just type in your symbols and get them very quickly. We'll just add in a few more here. Okay, so there's a good list for us. So once we've started a quote list, what's nice is it's automatically saved for us as part of this. So if I close this, come back to my quote list then, I can then come in and look for my demo 123, choose open, and that will open up automatically for me. Now if I'm on a page like the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and I want to and I go to the constituents page. Now right here I have a list of the Dow 30 stocks. What if I want to put those into a quote list? Well, what I can do is just click on the View Real-Time button here. I can close this, and now I have a list of the Dow 30 stocks. So now I can start working from this as my quote list as well. So let's actually go ahead and start working with this one. Now obviously right here I have the Dow and I have my symbols. I have last net, percent change, previous day close, and I want to add more information to this. So what I can do is I can right click, go to column, add and remove columns. And here's some of the top ones that people will usually use, but let's go ahead and go to more. And then from the more screen, I'm able to add in other things that I might want. So for example, if you wanted to add fundamental criteria or a technical criteria, you could add those as well. So here's a list of some of the different things that we can add in. So let's, so if I see something here that I want to add, if I wanted to add in, let's say, tick or volume, okay, so I can just click the over arrow and it will add those in. If I want to look for something like EPS, click search. It will bring me up all the relevant fields with EPS in it. Okay, now there's a lot of different EPSs that are listed in here, so we can get maybe a little more specific. Okay, so that narrows it down quite a bit. So there's earnings and PE ratio. So let's add in earnings. Let's add in PE. Okay, and then you can go in and obviously add in whatever you'd like to. But let's go ahead and choose OK. And now you'll see that those fields are populated as I've chosen them. So these will now stay part of my list. Now, there's one app that I actually really like to associate in with the quote list, and that's an app that's called the Sidebar. So I'm going to go to My Apps here and go to Sidebar. And then I'm just going to link these up together there. Now, as you've learned in other videos, you can come up and link a color together. So we're going to do blue there for our color. Now, anytime I choose any of my stocks, it will update over here with a quick snapshot of that stock and what's going on with it. So here we have Walmart, open, high, low, close, volume weighted average price, our 52-week range, upcoming events, if there's dividends, earnings, anything like that. Earnings down here, peers, We can get volume at price. Some of the time and sales information is available to us here. And what's nice here then is if I minimize that, I will now get a list, a market overview per se, of my specific stocks broken out. So of my 30 stocks over here, I know I have the Dow 30, so I know there's 30 stocks. So we have 21 gainers, 8 decliners, and 2 unchanged for the day. So there's my top winners, my top losers. Now, what sectors make up the Dow 30 or whatever list you have loaded in here? Well, we have basic materials, goods, financials, technology. So we have that here, and what's coming up for everything on my list rather than just one particular stock. So if I go to GE again, it'll click and update with GE and give me the relevant information for GE. I can then minimize it, go back to my whole market. So it's a great way to tie in your quote list with an overview of everything that's going on with your list rather than just looking at a standard quote list. So that's building a quote list, tying the sidebar app to it, and being able to get more rounded information. I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact us here at MetaStock.